So, question, yes.
Thank you, Chair. My question regards what is happening in the Middle East and the current conflict between Israel and Hamas.
Gaza, yes.
Yes, exactly. What is the position of Italy with regards to this conflict, in your opinion on the matter, please?
Well, I thank you for your question. Now, the debate in Europe is the following regarding Gaza: whether it is a genocide or not. That's a silly debate. The question is whether what the Israelis are doing abides by what we call the international law. Let me remind you that the International Court of Justice will rule on the fact whether what is happening in Gaza is a genocide, and it has ruled on the fact that there is a genocidal intent. So the intention is there, but let me give you some data. In the current war between Russia and Ukraine, the Russians have thrown 0.17 tons of bombs per square kilometer. In the War of Vietnam fought by the Americans between 1960 and 1970, the Americans threw 14 tons of bombs per square kilometer, whereas the Israelis in this conflict have thrown so far more than 100 tons of bombs per square kilometer in an area, Gaza, which has a population density much larger than Ukraine and Vietnam. So I'll leave it to you, the judgment, whether it is a genocide or not. That's not interesting. What we can say is that the definition of a surgical strike of the Israeli army is far from precise. And there is definitely an intent of ethnic cleansing. Anyway, we have to thank the American government, and especially Donald Trump, as the Americans have decided to be led in the foreign policy by a foreign state, that is to say, the state of Israel. The position of Italy and of my party with regards to this is very clear. Italy is a country which is in the Mediterranean Sea. It's a major power in the Mediterranean Sea, together with the French, well, forget the French for a second, and Turkey. Our position historically has always been as a mediator between the Palestinian and Israeli conflict. And my party proposed much earlier than President Macron and Prime Minister Starmer the recognition of a Palestinian state. And I remind you that more than 130 countries recognize Palestine as a state. And in Europe, that includes Ireland, Spain, Norway, and many others. As far as President Trump, I'm sure he will get the Nobel Prize for Peace. And with that, I think we can definitely shut all the organization of the Nobel Prize, which has reached with this Nobel Prize and other prizes a ridiculous state. It is a joke. And all I can say is that we got to move on and look to other countries. America is not the indispensable country anymore. The United States is allied with a foreign state into an operation of ethnic cleansing. The American army is contributing to this ethnic cleansing. American citizens, and I speak about the 25,000 American citizens that are in the IDF, are taking part into this crime. We do not want to call it genocide, all right. Let's call it extermination. Let's call it ethnic cleansing. Let's call it a new way of entertaining those people, and I'm speaking about the Americans, that could not enjoy mass shooting in their own country, given that mass shooting, especially in schools, it's a national sport in America, which is illegal, by the way. But thanks to Netanyahu and the group of people that surround him, it's legal in Israel. So if you want to entertain yourself with a bit of mass shooting, and you live in California or Northern Carolina, or whatever it is, do go to Israel. Over there, it's legal. Just go to the West Bank, say you're a settler, then you can return to the United States and have fun. All right, thank you.